Most people picture Indiana and think, cornfields, chain restaurants, and the occasional tenderloin the size of your face. But here's the thing, if you know where to look, Indiana's food scene tells you everything that you need to know about what it's like to really live here and create that sense of community. And spoiler alert, if you're relocating, these local spots might just be what you need to convince you that Indiana can help you feel like home. Hi, I'm Melinda Ennis. My team and I help clients relocate to Indiana from all over the country and even the world. And part of what we do goes way beyond what most real estate professionals do, because we help you figure out where life actually happens, not just in your house, but from your morning coffee to the places that you want to celebrate those special occasions for your family, or where you want to go hang out on a Friday night in town. So today we're doing something a little different, a food tour that doubles also as your guide for lifestyle. Because in Indy, where you eat actually says a lot about where you'll actually begin to fit in with your neighboring community and the surrounding area. Let's start where every good day begins, coffee, of course. Newcomers always ask me, where do people actually go around here? And if you want to do something that feels local and maybe skip the Starbucks line, here's a couple of things to consider. Bobacanti Coffee Shop in Fountain Square, it really feels like you're walking back into this design magazine with the historic tile floors. It's got beautiful exposed brick, and regulars who come in, by the second time you go, they remembered your order. Absolutely, because I had some clients that moved downtown and they could not believe it. Another great option is Provider Coffee. It's near the Monon Trail. It's a favorite for families, and half of the customers, they show up in workout gear or strollers, and it doesn't matter. Nobody minds because it's that local feel. And yes, you cannot forget Café Patachou. It is practically an indie institution. And of course, my family still loves the cinnamon toast. We order it every time. And somehow it still just tastes like home. We just absolutely love it. Now let's talk about food that can change your mind. And here's where I really like to prove a point. Out of state clients often will tell me, we'll miss the food in Chicago. It's so wonderful. And then I take them to one of our favorite spots in Fountain Square, like Bluebeard. I can promise you, halfway through the dinner, they're absolutely online, Googling what are some of the houses that are nearby because they just love the way that Bluebeard's food and the restaurant makes them feel. And Milktooth is another great option. And these aren't just restaurants, they're really symbols of how Indy's creative scene can kind of come alive and make you feel like you're really at home and skip some of those chain restaurants that you might find. As you walk through the neighborhood, you're going to find murals on the wall. And yes, it is walkable. And people who really love that character are going to be awed by the fact that you're not going to find a lot of cookie cutter houses in the downtown area. Now, if you want to be in a quieter spot, then check out the Livery, which is a restaurant that's actually in the state in a old stable, and they have a fabulous rooftop where you can go and check out what's going on in the city and have some great food. I love their tapas. So another great restaurant to check out. So what are you thinking about on the weekends? Breweries are a great tradition, and there are actually some family-friendly ones. So now I know what you're thinking. Breweries, right? With kids. Yes. But Indy has mastered the art of what we call kind of casual community hangouts. Think of places like Field Brewing in Westfield. It's got this really cool, wide open lawn space, and you'll see kids out there playing with their parents while they relax. Another option is called Urban Vines in Carmel, and they have live music, they have wine tasting, they bring in food trucks, all to help you create this sense of community. You can have a date night or you can have a family night out. And if you like animals, believe it or not, Matloza Brewing donates part of all of their proceeds to pet initiatives to rehab and rebuild pets, and you can actually take your dogs into the brewery. So there are lots of things to kind of liven up the area, to show up in places to make you feel like, again, you're creating that sense of community while you're enjoying the hangout spots. So now let's talk about food as a window into your lifestyle. And here's what most relocation guides miss out on. Restaurants aren't just about the food. They're really clues. They're like the kind of people who love Bluebeards. They usually want something that's walkable. They want historic charm, and they really have that creative spirit to them. And so they like that kind of community. Families who spend weekends at Field Brewing, they tend to love newer homes that have lawns and things like that, have top rated school districts, and they have space between the houses for people to spread out. And people who find themselves at somewhere like Urban Vines every Friday night, they're usually the ones who have told me they wanted a real slower pace of life, but they didn't want it to be boring. So when we are talking about to families about what they want to do, and I introduce them to restaurants when they move here, this is exactly the kind of lifestyle matchmaking, that we try to do for them. Where do they want to eat? What kind of vibe do they want in their home, in their area? And then where can they find good food to accomplish some of those things? In fact, one of my clients from Chicago absolutely swore she would never find food as good as she did at home. A month later, she sent me a text with a photo of her from Milktooth with a caption that said, "Okay, you win." Of course, I tried not to gloat, but it's really nice that she found a place that she could call home. I have some other couples from South Carolina. They moved here from work, and again, they were hesitant about the downtown area. And I took them to dinner at the Livery, and we shared some tapas, and they could not believe that they could find that kind of food right in downtown Indianapolis. So they bought a historic home that was just 2 blocks away so they can get it anytime they want. If you're really loving this behind the scenes look at Indiana living, hit that like button and tell me in the comment section, what's your favorite restaurant that you like in the greater Indianapolis area and why do you enjoy it? So why does it matter about food and restaurants when you move? When you relocate, you're not just buying the house. You're really, again, building that lifestyle. And the places that you eat, the places that you drink, the places that you celebrate those family mementos and gather together and feel connected, they're very important. And that's what my team and I do best. We really help to match that neighborhood, that builder to your lifestyle and make sure that it's a great fit for you rather than just trying to put you into a house. My team and I would love to be your agent of choice. You can find my contact information in the description box below, to book a call with me. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section what you'd like to see next. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I'll catch you in the next video.